If you're watching 90% of the media this week, you might really start to think it was the end of the world. First, CNN aired a special literally called The End. And they counted down to it for days. That's right, they were actually counting down to the end. And this is how the special opened.
They're going up in cheers one more time because the word is spreading that Donald Trump is about to become the next president-elect of the United States.
It's like the day after. Nobody remembers that, because I'm old. That was the opposite of uplifting. Then the press continued along their road to doom, wondering whether Trump had enough experience.
And there are questions about the incoming administration's readiness to take the reins of federal government.
The bigger concern is that you have a president-elect with a huge learning curve.
We're all on the Titanic together.
Okay.
Oh, boy. Of course, unlike President Obama and his hefty resume of community organizing, but how do they feel about the new president's inaugural speech?
Of course, nothing about human rights, nothing about gender rights, other things you'd hear from a Democrat.
Exactly. That's the point. At least Chris Matthews didn't compare him to Hitler.
When he said today, America first, it was not just the racial, I should say racial, the Hitlerian background to it.
Hitlerian. All right, so I guess they all hated his speech and will probably hate everything President Trump does for the next 4 years. So what's the lesson? Apparently only the left can scare the crap out of you, whether it's racial division, climate change, or our evil military footprint. The left invented fear. Now Trump steals their act, and they're getting the vapors. Screw them. All right. I never know what sets them off. Kat, do you think that this is just like a mirror image? Like Obama started out with a very negative portrayal of America. Remember, we have all these problems, and I'm going to change things. Isn't Trump doing the exact thing that Obama's doing, but just using different variables?
Absolutely. I think that's what politics is all about, and what life is all about. You're supposed to, under-promise and then overperform. It's a very normal thing. He's not going to make America great again. It shouldn't have surprised anybody. That was his whole idea behind his entire campaign, was that America's not great. I'm going to make it great again. So, of course, that's what his speech is all going to be about. And, of course, you're going to have to use fear to do something like that. Yeah. You know what it is? It's like the movie Cobra. Remember the Sylvester Stallone movie? He was what? Tyrus?
You got my attention now.
Yeah,
Cobra, go.
Cobra. Well, no. Wasn't he the crime was a disease and he was the cure?
Yeah,
something like that?
Yeah.
That's what Trump is. Trump is Cobra. I said he was Joe Pesci, but now he's Cobra, Sylvester Stallone, holding the gun. He's like, I'm coming there, Tyrus. Yeah. To get rid of. Remember he said it ends now?
Now.
It ends now. I don't know how it's going to end now.
But it's ended now.
That it's ending now.
How. That makes it too hard. Why give it a how?
No, of course
no how.
Now,
only now.
He's giving plans away to the enemy. Don't you listen to what he says?
Yeah.
I'm okay with giving, health care plans away to the enemy.
Yes.
ISIS can hear our health care plans.
The only thing ISIS is going to hear is the sweet sound of...
Yeah.
Nobody disagrees with that.
So,
except ISIS.
ISIS, yes.
There'll be no more notes being dropped. Get out.
All right.
Leave.
There's a huge mixer. Everyone's welcome. Come on down.
Yes, that'll move. You won 2 tickets to the, I don't know, the Islamic
for every
Super Bowl.
young man who shows up before 7.
They show up at an Islamic Holiday Inn, and they all get killed. Rob, will the media ever cut him some slack? I don't think. He's the greatest gift. So
yeah, greatest gift, also their biggest threat. Look, for years, the rule has been Democrats give a speech about how terrible America is, and Republicans say, no, it's really great. Yeah. Now we have Republicans saying, no, America's really terrible. Yes. It's a horrible, American carnage, all that stuff. And the Democrats have never, the liberals have never heard that. Yeah. So they're kind of freaking out a little bit. One of them is going to figure out that it's a huge potential market in just sort of reporting what this guy does. Right. Kind of in a flat, toneless, emotionless way. He did this, he said X, he said Y, without a lot of... that's a big market. You can make a lot of money just doing that.
That's right. And
robot reporters. I've been saying this forever. Right. I shouldn't, though, because I'd be out of a job. Well, I'm not a reporter.
David Frum, who is a writer for The Atlantic, yesterday wrote something. His headline was, the worst inaugural address in history. I mean, this is exactly what Trump does, gives these absolutist statements. Are we just going to go down this rabbit hole of hyperbole even further? I mean, that's what this sounds like.
Yeah, no, it's true. Everybody's got to dial it back and let it go and observe objectively.
We can't change it.
Because if they're not, they're jerks.
Nobody can observe anything objectively.
That's true. That's true. We're all subjective animals.
We should be honest about that.
That woman screaming no when he was inaugurated. What did she think was going to happen?
I don't know.
Like, he's president of the United States. We knew that in November.
If you say,
let's have this now, we did it, we're going to see.
If you yell no 3 times, what happens is Hillary Beetlejuice will return. All right.